now you're heading over to part 2 of that episode right over there. All right, everybody, we are back now, the video portion. Here we go, Dr. Tracy Gapin. So we were just chatting while we were offline for a couple minutes here. You have a very active lifestyle. I know we spoke about like starting and rebooting business, if you will, is a big time mental suck. But it's very rewarding because you get to help tons of people and you get to learn lots more about yourself. I know you've done Spartan races in the past. I know life has pivoted a little bit. What are you into? Like what kind of fitness things, what activities, like what's your why? Like why are you doing all this stuff anyway?
For sure. Yeah. So I am, as you said, very active. I don't know that I ever stay still, although I need to do a better job of what I practice, what I preach, I should say. I am, first and foremost, I'm a dad. And so when people ask me, what is my why? And that's actually, when I work with guys, one of the first questions I ask them is, what is your why? And that really drives, your life, drives your purpose, drives your goals, and everything you do should be in alignment with that. And so first and foremost, I'm a dad. I'm a husband as well. I'm a dad. I had a crummy childhood. And so my passion is really how can I be the best dad I can be for my kids? And I have an amazing 6-year-old little princess, and an 8-year-old little boy who is a competitive golfer already. And he's amazing. He's already so better than I am. And so now I spend a lot of time on the golf course, really with him, guiding him, teaching him, helping him, learn a lot of life lessons out there on the golf course.
Is he teaching you golf now, though, at 8 years old?
He's teaching me golf. I'm teaching him life lessons. Exactly. It's a trade-off.
Good.
But it's a whole lot of fun, and it really helps for me kind of drive home how important balance is. And I talk about this a lot about how, balance of staying active from a training perspective, balancing your nutrition with your sleep, with your work, with your life. And so I still train regularly. I have personal trainers because I don't want to injure myself training on my own. The few times I try to push myself too hard myself, I get hurt. So I rely on the experts to help me with training. I love to play tennis. I love to play golf when I can as well. But most of my time is involved in building the Gapin Institute, the Men's Health and Performance Center. I do a lot of speaking, and then being a family man, being a dad.
Yeah, that's great. So I want to go back to the Spartan race that you've done. So, and this is important because like talk about like the male aspect, right? Like being like that alpha, that male that we all want to be for our families, for our spouses. What was your like this like you're going from like crazy practice, like we mentioned the audio version, and then I'm scrolling through your website and I'm like, okay, this guy has a picture of him holding like probably, I don't know if it's a piece of concrete or whatever you're holding in there, like a ball.
Yeah.
Running down in the mud. I'm like, okay, what made this guy want to go from, practice to go like do something crazy? I know I've done these types of events, but this is not like your normal guy's going to go, I come from tennis and golf and I'm going to go jump in the mud and,
So great question. So I did that Spartan race was in Austin, Texas a few years ago, and then COVID kind of put all that on hold, and the new business put that on hold as well. But I'm probably going to get back to it next year again as well. But for me, what was powerful about that is it drives you to be better. It drives you to be the best version of yourself. And how can you really upgrade your health, upgrade your performance? And it requires that you are really dedicated and committed to the big picture, the long-term goals. And that's going to equate to help me live longer and stronger as well. It's not just about how I place or how I time in these races. It's the fact that I did it and that I prepared for it and that I was able to achieve what I wanted to. And it's being a role model for the kids as well. And it's going to help me be healthier so I can live longer as well. So it has multiple functions.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a lot of fun with a bunch of close friends. So it was really good.
That's great. So, I tell when I'm interviewed on shows and in our podcast, I've spoken about like running has been one of my best teachers. And people are like, what are you talking about? Didn't you go like chiropractic school and all of this stuff? Like, yeah, I did all that stuff. But so like, has being active with all of your friends, has it taught you anything like really specifically? Has it been a teacher to you at all?
On the fitness part of things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great question. It's that you need to listen to your body, read your body, and understand that there's an ebb and tide. You have to give and take. You need to train back off. You need to let it recover. You need to focus on active relaxation and rest and repair. And you also have to vary it up. There's this concept of hormesis. Hormesis is how stress makes you better. Stress,
Mm-hmm.
you adapt to it, you evolve to it. And if you're on a treadmill every day, running 30 miles or running 30 minutes on a treadmill every day, the same incline, same speed, you'll get no results whatsoever. And I see that all the time. Guys think that that's going to work. You have to constantly be pushing when you're exercising, be pushing yourself, stressing your body. Stress is actually a good thing to a point. And you need to stress yourself to the point that it's having a beneficial effect. Obviously not overtraining, obviously not going too far. But that's the point that's often lost. A lot of these guys will be doing the same routine. I've been doing the same routine for the last 6 years. Well, you got to vary it up. Your body adapts to what you're doing. And so the concept of hormesis, I think, is really important as well.
No, that's great. That's a great concept, or I should say concept, but hormesis, like that, those micro stressors that help you build, not like the stressors we were talking about before, the ones that are breaking you down. So you can have that spectrum of stress as well, right? That's like eating good versus eating bad, thinking good versus thinking bad, like all of those things. That's real powerful. So what's going up, Ike? So we got your institute rocking and rolling. We're a year in. This is really exciting. I'm glad to be able to have this conversation early in the game, because I would love to have a conversation maybe a year down the road from now to know how the practice is evolving, but also, as you're evolving yourself as a person, I think that's very powerful, because you're inspiring patients and inspiring clients, if you will. And I would love to hear, if you do another sport, if you do another kind of event like that, how you've been able to use your techniques that you teach to how much has it improved your outcome that you were going for. Like, that's really, really neat.
It's going to be fun to see that for sure. Yeah. And I love, urology was great to me for many years. I was in urology for 17 years. And at a point I hit a wall where I didn't feel like I was really accomplishing enough. And now every day I love what I'm doing. I go to work, and it's not even work, because I just love building this business so that I can have a bigger impact and reach more people. And I see even other doctors, and their lives are completely transformed, and they feel like new men again. And their wives notice it, their colleagues notice it, their friends notice it. And so it's really, to me, amazing to be able to really have such an impact. Yeah.
So this has been really neat. And I want to share just a quote with you that I absolutely love, because sounds like this is what you're doing. It's one of the developers of chiropractic said he said, "You never know how far reaching something you think, say, or do will affect the lives of millions tomorrow." So that's what you're doing. You're building and growing and impacting, because if you impact a physician or you impact a business owner, that trickles. So you may have that direct contact, but you're having, and like this conversation, right, we're having a bigger impact on people. So I want to say I appreciate you for being here. This has been a lot of fun. Make sure you go to Lifestyle Locker. I can't even say my own website name now. LifestyleLocker.com. Scroll down through all the notes here. We'll have all the details for Dr. Gapin here. We'll have that text number, right? You want to say that again? Did we mention the audio?
Text health to 26786.
Awesome. So everybody, Dr. Tracy Gapin. Thanks, brother. This has been a blast.
Oh, I appreciate it. It was fun.
So you're still here. Awesome. I want to thank you so much for watching part 2 of this episode. Make sure you scroll down on the page you're on right now and join our tribe of human-powered life heroes. You definitely want to be the first to get information on new episodes, new videos, product launches, live events, affiliate discounts, and so much more. So have a great day, evening, or night, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.